Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 4th of February 2026, and looking at Barbarian today on the ZX Spectrum. Yes, 48K at that as well, which might explain some of the lack of sound, but there we go. Yes, released on a plethora of systems, the C64, the Amstrad, Amiga, Atari ST, and I think later on, some clever sod ported it over to the Master System, I think. Yes. Also succeeded by Barbarian 2. Now, back in the day, of course, you have to realise this was done by Palace Software. Now, Psygnosis was doing a version as well called Barbarian. So, Palace had to have a bit of a sit-down and a conversation about the title. So they called it Barbarian, the Ultimate Warrior. And that is how you chop someone's head off in this game. As you can see, it's very Conan-inspired, which is quite cool. Up there on the balcony there, you can see Drax and... did she have a name in this game? I can't remember. It's Maria Whittaker, anyway. If you are familiar with Maria Whittaker, there you'll know that she was somewhat prominent on UK newspapers, specifically on page 3. Yes, and the guy on the front of the cover was who later became the face of Gladiators in the UK, known as Wolf. Yes. But you'll notice that my artwork is slightly different. And the reason for that is because I couldn't get it to upscale it or anything like that, so I made a new one. Hey. Anyway, that explains the thumbnail for you. Anyhow. This game's great fun. Like I say, very Conan-inspired, especially the weapon attacks. The Web of Death being from Conan the Destroyer, I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but it's very cleverly done, actually, this game. They went away from the small sprites and they put in some medium-sized, decent-looking sprites. So the whole sort of thing was done... they had to really think about how they were going to animate bigger characters within the memory that they got. But they did it, and this is really cool. Now, it came on... obviously, it came on cassette. And if you're not sure what a cassette is, then you're far too young to be on my channel. No, I'm joking. Everyone's welcome. Yeah, it came on cassette. And on side 1, you had the one-player campaign, which is what I'm playing here. And on the other side, you had the two-player mode. Yes, and I think it had a one-player time attack as well, which was quite cool. So, yeah, you could play against your friends. I mean, for its time, it's actually quite impressive. The fact that you've got all these different moves assigned to the joystick, which I'll go over shortly, because I don't think this review is going to be massively long, because there's not a massive amount to look at or hear. So, oh yes, a nicely timed head decapitation. Love it, yes. Anyway, so what I really like about this game is that it's just, I mean, the characters are very well drawn. Then you've got these two snakes on the sides. One represents you, and the other represents your enemy, or your foe, if you like. Now, every time you take a hit, your snake will animate itself. My God, without sounding like a sexual innuendo, if you look at the snakes on the sides, every time one of them takes a hit, the snake will animate. Above the snake's heads there, you've got your hit points, basically, which were represented by red circles. When you take a couple of hits, that red circle will halve. And when you've run out of health, then your opponent or you will kick your partner, opponent, whatever, yourself. They will come and kick you over, and that's it. But if you decapitate them, you get this little goblin come along and kick the head off the screen and drag your body away. Great fun. The game can be played on keyboard, joystick, Kempston, or Sinclair. So you've got a nice option of how to control your Barbarian. Now, the only issue for me, realistically, is this. You can see here that all we do is roll across the floor, because as soon as you try and do something, the computer will roll into you. And the only way you can really sort of knock them down and try and get a move in yourself is to knock them down. So you tend to do a lot of rolling around. Yeah, it's not very Barbarian-esque, is it? But never mind. You see there Drax sitting on the toilet in the background and having a big poo while he watches you entertain yourselves. So you can see I'm probably going to lose this, actually, because I'm down to my last half bubble of health there. Oh, I hit him straight in the face. That must be quite painful. But the detail on the animation is very good. for the Spectrum. You've got to remember that the Spectrum only had 48K when this game was released. Now, I mean, you know, you're talking about games that had so little memory space. I mean, we're looking at gigabytes these days. Back then, we had 48K of memory. No graphics cards, none of that modern day bullshit. It was just all done via monochrome colors. And to be fair, I know there's a lot of you out there who are going to say the Amstrad was better because it had color. The Amstrad and the Spectrum are very close together. I prefer the Spectrum because monochrome actually works really quite nicely for detail. You might think that's a bit strange, but the Amstrad sometimes became a little bit too blocky Bert, and you would lose some of the detailing on the characters. But I digress. This game is actually fun, and this is one of the first games I had, but I did get this game eventually in my Spectrum lifetime, and it's just been great to come out and play it again for you guys and to have a look at it. Anyway, let's move on to sound, which there isn't much of it. There are just like the chips and the dips and the flips and the bips, as you can probably hear in the background. There's music on the title screen as well, done in its glorious AY, but I would love to see someone have a go at this and bring it up to date. Maybe there's someone out there that would like to tackle a Barbarian remake. I don't know. Let's leave that in the hands of my my beautiful viewers. Anyway, so yes, very, very sparse, but that's because it's 48K. I do believe Barbarian 2 had a 128K version, so that had a bit more to it, a few more sound effects and better music and all that stuff. But for what they could cram into 48K, it's a lot of fun, especially with the two-player option. So that's going to pump the score up automatically because a two-player is great fun. Now, the controls are really quite well designed here. Very responsive, which is nice. So you got left and right, which will move your Barbarian left and right. Then you can push up to jump, and down you will duck. And then if you push your fire button, and then in any combination of directions, so I think if I'm remembering here, if you push away from your opponent and fire, you'll do that. Yes, the flying head choppers, I think they called it. And then you've got the web of death, which is diagonal left or diagonal right, whichever way you're standing, your partner. So yeah, you can tell I'm a judo instructor. I keep saying partner instead of opponents. Anyway, yeah, so every direction with the fire button, even without the fire button, will give you something new to do. You can roll by pressing down, forward, and you will roll forward. So you don't have to push the fire button for everything. There you go. Sometimes you do get a lucky head chop straight away. Other times the computer is a little bit more wise to it and will duck. So don't rely on it. It's very satisfying when you pull it off, though. Gameplay-wise, as I said, great fun, especially with the two-player mode. And would I come back to it? Hell yeah, I would. This is one of those games that I absolutely love to play. Great game, great memory. I hope it brings back some memories for you guys as well. So that, I'm going to leave it there. And I will catch you guys again tomorrow for something else for you to look at. In fact, it's Throwdown Thursday tomorrow, so I've got to figure out which beat-em-up I'm going to show you. But there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this. This has been Barbarian on the ZX Spectrum. I've been Rich. This has been the Retro Gaming Club on the 4th of February 2026. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. You guys are legends. If you're new to the channel, welcome. You've got a hell of a back catalogue to go through. And if you've been with me for a while, then obviously I love you to bits, because without you guys, there wouldn't be a channel. So there you go. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's offering. I'll be back soon with something else for you to look at. Until then, you know the drill. You keep it retro. And as usual, it's bye for now. Bye-bye!
Welcome stranger, I know why you're here. You remember games from the yesteryear, games with pixels and that bleep bloop sound, but boy, they were the very best games in town. We light up the night, neon dreams in our eyes, arcade machines whispering low, pixelated worlds where we all come alive, level up high, let the good times flow. Joystick in hand, where we live in the past, high scores and laughter, we're making it last. With every coin drop, we're forging a bond, in this pixel paradise we'll always respond. Welcome to the Retro Gaming Club, where the 8-bit dreams never fade away. Gaming to the beat of our favorite tunes, let's play till the dawn, we'll never lose. Neon lights shining, we're lost in the glow, in the Retro Gaming Club. Let's go, let's go. Flashback to battles, we'll play side by side, power-ups and hearts, love in disguise. We'll race through the levels, collect all the coins, in this timeless adventure we're waiting to join. Crashing 8-bit beats, igniting the night, from pixels to dreams we'll take flight. With every button pressed, our spirits ignite, in this retro wonderland everything feels right. Welcome to the Retro